Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Appalachian Tarot. I am so glad that you have decided to join me for this week's reading. This is a collective reading for the sign of Sagittarius, primarily Sun, but Moon, Rising. You're all welcome here as well, as is the Crosswatcher. But because this is a collective reading, I'm going to ask you to use your intuition to determine when the universe is speaking to you through me and through the cards. If a message doesn't resonate, it's just for someone else who's watching. So take what does resonate and leave the rest. Alright, we're going to begin with a Seasons of the Witch Oracle card. But before we do, I hope you will take a moment to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Help grow the channel and reach more Sagittariuses. Alright, this card's come up twice, and I think the universe really wants me to take it. You got the Lovers. Love lulls all sorrow and bewitches flesh, mind, and breath, reminding me that I am unafraid of the unfurling winds of my eternity. What a beautiful card, Sagittarius, to begin with. The Lovers. Alright, let's go to the book, see what it says, because not everyone's familiar with this deck. Although if you watch my channel regularly, I'd say you're getting familiar with it. The Lover, Sagittarius, your key word is vulnerability. Vulnerability. Perhaps the only thing more difficult than being your true self is allowing others to see you for who you really are. The fear of rejection can make you feel like you have to remain guarded or alter your truth to be more desirable. The need to shelter your heart is even greater once you've experienced heartache and betrayal, as your heart begins to fear the idea of love blooming again after it has shattered. It's natural to retreat for a time to mend the broken pieces, but the presence of the Lovers is a welcome sign that your heart is ready to experience love through a higher consciousness. Your previous relationships have taught you what isn't in alignment with your heart. Each prior experience offers you more insight into the type of relationship you are now ready to call to existence. Your pathway to true love lies in your willingness to be open and vulnerable. Do not be afraid to show the world who you truly are. Be willing to say no to those who cannot accept you for all of your flaws and curves and cracks and baggage. These are not the right people for you. My dog agrees. He just went running across the room. Being vulnerable with others is like sending out an invitation to join your life party. Those who show up and support you are the ones who will help you to grow and enrich your life with happiness. This message can likewise be applied to wealth, career, friendships, and your beliefs. All right, so it's time to open yourself up again, Sagittarius. Sounds like you have been guarding your heart. Perhaps you've been hurt. But the universe is calling on you to open yourself up again, whether that is actually in love and finding a new relationship, or if it is in work. Maybe you have been looking for work. Maybe you're just needing to open your heart and open your mind and change your way of thinking. Maybe you're holding on to some prejudices that you're not even aware of. Let's find out by going to the tarot. While I'm shuffling ahead of our Celtic cross spread, I'd ask that you, my dear Sagittarius, please meditate on that Lover's card. Find out what it is the universe is trying to say to you specifically. What is the universe trying to say to Sagittarius through the Lovers? Just gonna keep shuffling until the universe tells me not to. use these cards so much. I have other decks, but I like this one the best. Alright, yeah, this is it. Yeah, because that card's falling on me. Oh, okay. Alright, Sagittarius, here we go. Sorry for the delay there. What have we got here? Your You Now card is the Devil. Oh, Capricorn energy. Alright. Yeah, you have definitely had some toxic relationships in your past, and you are currently working on yourself to try and overcome some of the lessons that have been learned the hard way. The presence of the Lovers card with the Devil card indicates to me that you probably have learned those lessons, and that it's okay for you to step out and look for love again. Sagittarius, I definitely see that you seem to repeat destructive patterns, self-destructive patterns that you don't need to. You know, one of the things about the Devil card, I always like to show people, I don't know if you can see, this screen's gone. Yeah, there you go. Is those two folks are chained to the Devil, but if you look, they could easily remove the shackles themselves. They just choose not to. So whatever's going on here, Sagittarius, you have more control over than you think you do. But like I said, with the Lovers card telling you that it's okay to go out and start again and start looking for love, and you've learned the lessons, I kind of get the feeling that you have, in fact, learned the lessons. But let's see what's blocking you. Five of Swords. Aquarius energy. Okay, Sagittarius. Yeah, you've definitely been hurt in the past. You could be someone who has difficulty controlling their temper, and I don't mean physical violence. I mean more like you lash out verbally. Or you could be dealing with someone who does. I can't get a clear sense of which way that's going, but what I do see is that there's definitely been a lot of drama in your past, a lot of it's this push and pull energy, kind of like like you thrive off of the conflict. Like you get a rush out of it, if that makes sense. But you know that's bad for you and you're trying to break that pattern. Alright. In your immediate past, you have the Empress. You definitely were someone who I feel in your last relationship was giving more than you got back. You were very much in a position of nurturing and emotional labor. I think you have a history of dating immature people. Like people who just aren't on the same wavelength as you. That you are almost like you're parenting your partner, and that's never fun. You don't want to parent your partner. You need someone who's at your level. Like, you're the Empress. This is a powerful card. She's the mother of all queens of tarot, right? And you could be a man or a woman. This is energy. This isn't necessarily sex specific, gender specific. But you are someone who is frankly a catch. I don't know how else to put it. And I feel like you have been dating people who drag you down, who are operating from low vibrational places, and the universe is telling you enough. And I think with this Devil card here, you're kind of becoming aware of that, because that's you now. You've been working on this. You've been doing the self-improvement that is necessary here, I believe. We'll keep looking. I mean, the Empress card indicates that you have. Okay. If nothing changes, if you don't change course and sort of take tarot's advice, looks like nothing's going to change. You're going to continue to be unhappy. Okay, yeah, you've got, because it's the Ace of Wands reversed in your immediate future. So what I'm seeing here with these 4 cards is that, and the Lovers up there, is that you are someone who is possibly, I don't know how recently, it doesn't have to be super recent, but you haven't been dating, Sagittarius. You haven't been putting yourself out there the way you should because you're afraid of repeating destructive patterns. But you've been doing the work, and you have stepped into this really beautiful Empress energy. But if you don't start putting yourself out there, this Ace of Wands reverse tells me that nothing's going to change. Things are just going to continue to be tedious, and you're going to continue to suffer delays that you don't need to be suffering. You have to do the work. You know, this is a love reading. I mean, it's just straight up a love reading. I don't really get the energy that it is anything but a love reading. So if you are happily partnered, I'm going to say that this reading probably isn't for you. Although you're more than welcome to stick around and see what you can get out of it. But to me, like, I'm just reading this. I mean, the Lovers and then the Empress and the Devil. This is all... And the Ace of Wands reversed is a passionate card, but it's almost like frustrated passion. Like it's you have so much pent up desire. Look, I just think you're ready to be loved again. You've done the work, and the universe is telling you that's enough. Like, it's time to start. Okay, your conscious is the Ten of Wands. You're afraid of putting yourself back out there. You just think this is going to be an uphill battle. It's not worth it. That there's not anyone out there that is going to meet your standards or make you happy. This is your energy, by the way, Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius energy. I get the feeling, Sagittarius, that you are afraid of putting yourself out there because you're afraid of being disappointed again. You're afraid of repeating the same patterns. That you seem to be in a very happy place right now, I think, overall. And you're afraid that if you let someone else in, that it's going to disrupt that happiness and contentedness. It's more contentedness than happiness. And there's a difference between being content and being happy, Sagittarius. Being content is just sort of having your needs met and, okay, yeah, I can't complain. Like, you know, I have no reason to be sad. Being happy is something that words cannot describe. You have to experience it. And contentedness is fine. Sometimes that's the best we can hope for. But I think the universe is telling you there's more for you out there, Sagittarius. You actually have to make the effort here. You're going to have to do some work. I think you realize that there's things that need to be done here. I don't know what that is. For some of you, I'm just getting the feeling it's as easy as like creating a dating profile, and like you just don't want to be bothered. Like you want to jump right to the happy ever after without going through the awkwardness of those first dates. But that's not how it works. You're going to have to kiss a lot of frogs to find a prince or princess. So keep that in mind, Sagittarius. All right, yeah. Because in your subconscious, I really think you know this. You've got the Page of Pentacles here. You understand that you're going to have to manifest your own happiness here. You're going to have to put yourself out there. I think that for some of you, you know, you might be meeting this person, I don't want to say at work, but maybe at a work event. But you're not going to meet this person until you start putting yourself out there in public. So if you have an interest, like I'm getting like some sort of cocktail party or something, like a book signing or a gallery opening or something along those lines. You know, it might not be work, it might be work adjacent. But this is also just, I mean, the Page of Pentacles is a card of manifesting. And I think you're going to have to manifest your own happiness here. Now, that doesn't mean that you can just conjure up your perfect partner. No, but you do have to put yourself out there. There's some work that has to be done here. You've done the internal work, I think, but now it's like the work of actually getting out and like meeting people. And you know, you're not going to meet this person just sitting at home. You're just not. You know, you're going to have to put yourself out there, and it's going to be a little awkward. And I get the feeling that there's some like maybe some self-esteem issues with this devil card here, but I don't think there needs to be, because you got the Empress here, who is very, very powerful. Like, you're more of a catch than you realize. You feel like you're a burden, or like that this is just more than you can handle right now. And maybe you are very busy. Maybe you are very busy at work right now. Maybe you are very busy with the kids right now. Maybe you have other commitments. But I think that you have to make this a priority if you really want to meet someone. That you haven't been making this a priority, but that it might be time to make dating a priority. You know, it's part of a well-rounded life, at least for you. Maybe, you know, I don't want to say everyone has to have a partner to have a fulfilled life. I don't have a partner. I feel like my life's pretty, well, it's fulfilling enough at times. I mean, but not some people are perfectly fine being alone, is my point. This isn't about me. All right, your control over the situation. Yeah, you got the Six of Cups. You are, I think, dwelling in the past too much. For some of you, I think you've never gotten over your ex. And I don't think that's a good thing. And that could be why that devil card is showing up, is that you're not actually over this person. But you're looking for this white picket fence right off the like right off the bat, and it's not going to happen that way. That said, I also see that you are somebody with a lot of love to give. You are somebody who is very, very nurturing and very, very kind, and there's almost this chasteness to you, you know, a coyness in a way. That's very endearing. I think that for some of you, you may already know the person you're looking for, and it's just a matter of making a move. You know, it's entirely possible that this person is someone who has been in your life. Now, that doesn't mean it's somebody that you know very well. It could be someone you've met once or twice in passing, but I do get the feeling that, you know, you have options right now. You're just not taking them. The outside influence on this is the Four of Cups. I definitely feel like, yeah, I get the feeling someone's interested in you, but that you just, you don't want to see it, Sagittarius. Like, you won't believe it, or you don't think that they are. I don't know. You're, like, not seeing the signs. It's not that they're not interested in you. It's that you're not interested in... No. Let me rephrase that. It's not that they're not interested in you. It's that you don't see that they're interested in you. That's what I'm trying to say here. All right, your hopes and fears is the Knight of Swords. Yeah, look, I think that you were in an emotionally abusive relationship in the past. I think that someone has been very mean to you. Someone has talked down to you. Someone has destroyed your self-confidence. But I think that... Look, Sagittarius, I just think you're the Empress. And you're going to have to kind of get over this. You know, that's not very helpful, I realize, but like, some of you may need therapy after this. Some of you may still be working through this, what happened in this past relationship with that devil card there. I don't know. I'm not liking what I'm seeing there, though, because I feel like there is somebody in your life who's interested in you, or that there could be, you know, if you put yourself out there. I just don't. Yeah, if you don't put yourself out there, the Nine of Cups reversed in the most likely outcome, if you don't put yourself out there, you're not going to be happy. You're going to continue to like you're going to continue to sit there and wallow in your own misery, even at the same time. I get the feeling that you're one of these people who's like, I don't need a man, or I don't need a woman. Like, I'm okay on my own. When in reality, you actually do very much want the white picket fence. And I think the white picket fence is, and it may not be that traditional for you. It may look different. I'm using the white picket fence here as a metaphor, not as a hard and fast rule for all of you, but like, you want this relationship, you want love, but you're so cynical. There's a real cynical energy here with the Five of Swords, with the Knight of Swords reversed, with the Devil. I'm just feeling, even with the Four of Cups here, it's a very cynical energy. The Ace of Wands reversed, like it's almost like you don't believe that you are worthy of love, but you are Sagittarius. You are worthy of it. You deserve it. And there is someone out there who is going to love you the way you deserve to be loved, the way you've always wanted to be loved. I just don't know how you expect to meet this person unless you are willing to put in the work, as indicated by the Ten of Wands here and the Page of Pentacles. You don't seem like you're willing to do that, though. And so that's very, very disconcerting to me. You seem like you might be stuck in the past and you need to be moving forward, but I see a reluctance to move forward. Meanwhile, whoever this is, that is waiting for you to realize they're interested, or is waiting to, maybe they don't realize you're interested. Maybe you have your eye on someone already. I don't know. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, look at that. Four of Wands, one of my favorite cards. Look, there's so much happiness out there for you. I mean, you could find, this is your husband, your wife. This is a card of marriage and of a beautiful home life and of having other people around you, of community, of building a stable family, and just it's one of such joy and such love and such nurturing energy. Again, the Empress right here. And then, I mean, look, you have 1, 2, 3 wands right there. And then you have, which is like the card of action and passion. I think you have to act. You have to be the one to sort of make your own dreams come true here. But then you also have cups. Three cups. The Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and then the Nine of Cups reversed, which is just spilling with love. And then I'm just seeing like very like argumentative and like antagonistic energy from this Five of Swords and this Knight of Swords reversed. Verbally, like you verbally spar with one another, and you just, I don't know, whoever that was not good for you. And you need to continue to heal from that relationship. But you also need to go ahead and embrace being the Empress. And again, that is not sex or gender specific. That's just an energy. Like, you poured more into that relationship than what they poured in. But you did it from a place of love and of wanting the relationship to grow. And you can find that with somebody else with this Four of Wands, but you gotta heal from whatever this is. The universe is telling you with this Lover's card, now is the time. Stop waiting. There's never going to be a better time than now. Let's go ahead and wrap up with a Oracle of Delphi card. Oh, here we go. How many are there? Oh, you get 3. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Sagittarius, your Oracle to Delphi card. The first one is Empath. Can you see that? Feel, relate, understand, console. Yeah, you're somebody. I got this early on with this Empress. There's just this nurturing energy here. I think you have so much love to give. You're just looking for someone to give it to. But you're not looking for them, actually. You're like waiting for them to come to you. I think the universe is telling you you're going to have to go to them. Your next card is Teacher. Learn, upskill, educate, prepare. All right, there still could be a lot that you have to learn, but my first instinct when looking at this is that you could be the one who's teaching this person how to be in a happy relationship. You could actually be, for once, the one who sort of takes control of the situation. Now, that doesn't mean that you're like overpowering or overbearing or telling them what to do, but it means that maybe you're the one who instigates this. Maybe you're the one who's more prepared for this than they are. I think that whatever you've been doing hasn't been working for you so far, so you might want to go ahead and try something new. And then you got Shapeshifter. Ruffle, cease, bewilder, shake. Yeah, it's time for you to come out and become a new person. The universe with the Lover's card is telling you that you are ready to become the person who finds Mr. Right, Ms. Right, whatever, you're looking for out there. Sagittarius, I just think that now is the time for you to be getting out there. I can't guarantee, I don't see anything here that tells me that, well, actually I do with the Four of Wands here, but that's probably down the road some. So you may have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince or princess. But I think you're going to find your prince or princess. I really do. But you're not going to do it sitting on your couch. You're going to have to put yourself out there. So if that means getting out into the nightclub or the bar, if that's where you want to meet someone, that's fine. If that means joining a dating app or a website, that's fine. Maybe go a more traditional route, use a matchmaker. Maybe ask your friends to set you up on some blind dates. Not everything has to be through the internet. And, I definitely believe that some people do and can meet their significant others at bars and nightclubs. But for just as many people, that's not their scene, and you're going to have to find your own scene. I think the important thing here is finding your scene. And then, hell, I shouldn't say hell, because my next words were go to church. It doesn't have to be a Christian church. If you're not a Christian, maybe your mosque or your synagogue or some other religious organization. If you're like pagan, maybe find a coven or like a local pagan group or something. But, certainly I think you want to find somebody who has the same values as you, and that doesn't necessarily mean political values. What I mean by values is like, moral values, and those transcend religion and politics, that you're on the same wavelength, that you want the same things out of a relationship. Use your intuition. With this empath card here, I have a feeling that you do have a strong intuition. Take the lessons you've learned with this teacher card and become a better version of you that's going to attract the love of your life. All right. Sagittarius, I feel like this reading was kind of all over the place. I don't know if it was very much help to you, but if it was, please give me a thumbs up. Like this video and subscribe, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye, my dearly Sagittariuses.